Did you hear what I said?
Perfect. It's false. No way. Not this time.
KD Beats.
Voch is actually like one of the most entertaining people I watch.
That is true.
I just got out of jail and I ain't going back. I ain't going back.
Beats Planet.
come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
And them people said Uncrustables 20 times yesterday. I be damn.
Hey, Pachi.
I be damn, man. Boy, them people. Oh, well, you know they got Uncrustables in the locker room. Hey, you know they got Uncrustables in the locker room. Did y'all know they got Uncrustables in the locker room? And I'm just sitting around like, damn, boy, that sound good. Sound good. Christy Scales on .com yesterday. Guys, did you know that they had Uncrustables in the locker room? I said, hell nah, dog. Let me just run over there by the store and get some Uncrustables. Yeah. Like, damn, dog. Y'all trying to sell me to this joint? It worked. I went and bought a big ass a 10 box. But you know how it go. Hey, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. Love y'all to pieces. I'm tired as hell, y'all. I promise. I'm tired as hell. Went through a Voch, this is Joe Hammond from the Houston Chronicle. Do you have any comment on Chris Collinsworth calling Dak Prescott rocked up? I have a ton of comments on that.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
Collinsworth on drugs. But hey, man, listen. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. We had a long Thursday yesterday. And the show got further delayed because of the rain situation. And I got home at 2 a.m. And let me just be honest with you. I'll keep it real that we can get into, football talk. If the Cowboys would have won, I'd have been up with y'all.
Did you hear what I said?
We'd have been live till 5 a.m. if the Cowboys would have won. Cowboys lost. It was a rain delay. I say, all right, I'm going to bed and we'll try this thing again tomorrow. All right. I watched the film, done a couple corresponding shows. I did the Doing All Right first thing in the morning. Appreciate y'all for tapping into that. That's live right now. Whendid.com, you know what I'm saying? The VOD version of that is up right now. Y'all can go check that out. No problem. If you would like to purchase Salt and Pepper Lounge glassware, the link is in the description. The whiskey glasses are sold out. So now we got some pints and we got some wine glasses. I appreciate y'all's patronage and holding me down and supporting. Thank you very much. Here. Man, I tell you what. One of the revolving phrases floating around today is moral victories. Now, I know it's some people that don't believe in moral victories. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say that I'm one of them. But Chad, when was the last time we even had this conversation? When was the last time we was in a big ass game and we did everything kind of in our power to win it and we lost it? And we woke up the next morning feeling okay. When that happened? When's the last time that ever happened? And it's crazy because when the Cowboys lose, I'm normally sick and I hate it. I don't be wanting to come to work the next day. I don't want to be talking to nobody. Buccaneers, Tampa Bay, I ain't want to see nobody when we lost those games. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna lie. I woke up in the morning. I was straight. I was all right, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was, I was like, hey, man, it sucks that we lost. And you got to hear from Eagles fans or whatever. I think what kind of is easing people into this thing to kind of feeling a little better is that the last 2 years was so trash with the Packers playoff thing and just the losses last year in general. I think the Cowboys have lowered everybody's expectations. And I think everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean a handful of people, walked into the game yesterday going, it'll be cool to beat the Eagles, but we know what time it is. And when the Cowboys walked out competitive, I think a lot of people were shocked and surprised. Now, I'm a homer, and I think as long as you got 4, you can beat the hell out of anybody. So I had the Cowboys beating the Eagles, and a lot of people I knew did as well. But I know CeeDee Lamb has some ridiculous drops. Don't get me mistaken. And CeeDee Lamb is going to have to defend it. He's going to have to defend those drops. He's going to have to fix those drops. But that motherfucker went 7 for 110. And then he dropped. Then he dropped 4 passes for an additional 100 yards. I believe you can fix that. George Pickens didn't really get too crazy. We ran into a pass interference and another little situation thingamajig there. I would assume you can get better at that. Your offensive line moved folk around in the run game, and I wasn't prepared for offensive line to move folk around in the run game. If you carry that over into next week, I could live with that. Javonte Williams has emerged as kind of like your running back 1 for now. I would say you didn't even use Jadon Blue. You can improve. I think a lot of people walked into the Eagles going, we're not good enough to beat the Eagles. Even though we lost the game, a sound-minded individual could walk out of that and go, not only are you good enough to compete with the Eagles, but you was good enough to beat the shit out of them. Don't get me started. Now, I'm of the mindset of long as your wide receivers ain't running up field and turn around, your offense is bound to be better. One of these cats, these old Dak haters on online or something. One of these crazy ass Dak haters on online or something. They was like, I can't wait to see your faces when the offense is worse than it was last year. Here's my first problem with that. I'm Voch Lombardi. You can find me easily. How the hell am I find you when you wrong? And people just kind of, disappear. What's up with RJ Ochoa and his blame for the Dak and his blame of Dak for that loss? Well, let me go look up RJ Ochoa real quick and hope it don't get too messy. But I got messy. What was I talking about? Hold on, let me see what I said. Hold on, let me see what did I say? And his blame for the Dak and his how the hell am I find you when you wrong? So listen, let me tell you how impossible it is for the Cowboys to be worse than they were last year offensively. This year, first of all, you're not running upfield and turn around at an alarming rate. That's the first win. 2, you're not forcing Zeke on the field. That's your second win. 2, your wide receiver 2 situation is much better. We didn't use him very much last night, but your wide receiver 2 situation is much better. And your O-line is improved, right? So I don't see how there's a world where you can I don't see how you could be worse than you were last year. I don't see how you could be worse last year. The best running back on your team got sat with a fake sickness last RJ Ochoa. That's what I'm looking for. He got benched and healthy scratched with a fake sickness. So my message to Schottenheimer is you don't have to be the best coach in the world. You don't have to be the best. Oh no, people tagging the hell out of RJ. Oh no, they say, oh no, what happened? They getting on to you, boy. They getting on to the boy, aren't you? Ooh, wee, boy. Yeah, buddy. Hell, Ochoa having a hard time. I ain't gonna pile up on him. Boy, they giving Ochoa a hard time over there on the Twitter machine. Hey, man, Dak played great yesterday. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you how great Dak played yesterday. Dak was, and I feel like doing the math a little bit just to make sure I'm, precise. Dak was 21 for 34, 188 yards with at least 150 yards worth of drops and PI stuff going on. Dak played as well as he could play. Dak played with confidence. Dak was throwing dimes all over the place. And I kind of hate it because Dak didn't get rewarded with some of those tough catches. Dak threw some dimes that bounced right off hands, went through hands, and bounced off face masks. You kind of feel for him a little bit, right? Let's say Dak's final number was 26. Let's say Dak was 27 for 34, 350 yards. And touchdowns don't even matter because they just handed the ball off to Williams on the goal line, and it was like scores. Like, that's a good day if those drops turn to catches. If those drops turn to catches, that's a good damn day. And Dak got a tackle. It wasn't a game-saving tackle because stuff happens, but it was a tackle. I don't see how anybody could just flat out say that this is Dak's fault or maybe let's see. Nick Schiavone, shouts out to WCW, doesn't fall on Dak. Maybe a little better of a throw on the last one, a CD, but he was hooked a little bit. RJ Ochoa says, I'm as big as a Dak fan as you'll find. Part of this game absolutely falls on him. Well, 2% is like a part, right? Like 2% is technically a part. So even if Dak is only 0.1% at fault here, that is technically a part. Chat. So we're not going to beat up on RJ Ochoa too bad. Let me tell you what happened. I must give myself credit for being the beat Jalen Hurts whisperer. Even though I'm a character with a camera and a microphone, I ain't really all that important. I wasn't wrong about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts will sack himself. And if you either blitz Jalen Hurts or pretend like you blitzing Jalen Hurts, his eyes will go from downfield to whatever the hell you at, whatever level you are, whatever direction the blitz is coming from. And when he does that, he'll run around in a circle and he'll sack himself. So we're watching the game. Eberflus is running a blitz, and Jalen Hurts does what we think Jalen Hurts is going to do. A positive play happens. Is there a Cowboys collector tonight? Shit, I don't know. Shouts out to Cowboy collector, dog. If you blitz Jalen Hurts, every time you blitzed him, his eyes went down and he looked around. He looked lost. And he pressured himself into some nonsense. And for some reason, Flus went right back to 4-man pressure. And when you don't have Micah Parsons, 4 men ain't enough to get pressure. It's simply just not. Jalen Hurts will go out there and do something dynamic. You'll go out there, do something dynamic, run around the circle, make a play, piss us off. Now, ain't nothing wrong with Jalen Hurts running around the circle because that's what he's supposed to do. But the number 2 reason why I think we lost is what the hell took Flus so long to put a spy on Jalen Hurts? I think that's another big reason why you lost. Miles Sanders gained a bunch of favor with me on his explosive 50-yard run. I want to immediately kick Miles Sanders off the team in favor of Jalen Blue the second he fumbled the football at the goal line. He ain't fumble it at the 50 or the opposite 30. He fumbled it at the goal line. That's at least 3. You know what I'm saying? So now think about this. The Cowboys defense that actually stepped up and played better towards the end of the game. The Eagles only scored 3 points in the whole second half. So if you score an additional 7 points, 6 points, the Eagles play they play a totally different game. They weren't scoring because your defense stepped up at the end. Marshawn Nealon stepped up, played a fantastic game. James Houston stepped up and played a cool little game for the amount of time that he was in there. Can I get a war call for Kenny Clark if we ain't doing nothing else? Ladies and gentlemen, I just remove Kenny Clark from the trade, man. Just remove him from the trade, please. Like, let's not even think about Kenny Clark in that way. Let's not even think about Kenny Clark in that way. What I want y'all to think about is the actual if you think about the trade, just say you traded Micah for 2 firsts. Let's just say that. Kenny Clark is so good, I don't want to hear no slander from nobody. Kenny Clark is so good. I was going to do his film session today, but I didn't want to rush it. I'm going to do that, John, tomorrow or the next day because I want to take my time with Kenny Clark film session and show how good he damn was. Remove him away from the trade stipulation because if you just say Parsons versus Kenny Clark, it won't make sense. But this man was whooping Landon Dickerson one-on-one by himself a couple of times, and then they'll come with a double team, and that wouldn't work. Then they added a third blocker to the party, which is like a running back or something. And man, Kenny Clark was straight. He was straight. He was so strong. He didn't get moved. And I said, when you go on .com, man, that's the big radio station. You know what I'm saying? That's the big station. You don't want to dog the talent too bad in the building. I could dog Mozzie here, but I don't want to dog Mozzie too bad over there at the building. I say, man, I couldn't help but to think about them days where Mozzie was getting driven backwards for 5 yards. Y'all remember that? Chat, y'all remember that? Them days where Mozzie would get driven backwards like steps, and he'll get off the film somewhere, like they'll drive him so far back. Kenny Clark didn't go. Sadiqa dropped 50 in my PayPal. Thank you so much, love bug. She said, sending love your way, keep succeeding. I'm proud of you. Also, on your next Salt and Pepper Lounge shipment, please ship Miles back to Philly. Oy, no. He a op it, always will. Love my wine glass. This is from Angie Voch. Aw. Angie PayPal'd you to PayPal me? Either way, thank you so much for your patronage of your Salt and Pepper Lounge glassware. Thank you very much. I can't ship Miles nowhere because now I realize more than ever that shipping is expensive as hell. I learned that now more than ever. But thank you so much for your contribution there, Sadiq and Angie. I love y'all to pieces. I couldn't stop but to think about Mozzie getting pushed around all day. Hey, April, how you doing? Just getting pushed around all day. And it's like they were looking for ways to move Kenny Clark with Dickerson and Jurgens, 2 strong cats. And it just ain't work. That just ain't work. Most importantly, when I look at Kenny Clark, I said this point earlier, pardon me if I repeat a couple of my points, because I think they're important enough to, say 2 or 3 times or whatever. For the most part, I try to give y'all a different show than I put out on .com or a different show than I put out on Crown Global that morning. But man, y'all remember when I talked about how George Pickens being good enough to bump 2 people off the bridge? Y'all remember that? Chat, tell me if y'all remember that. George Pickens so good that he bumped 2 people off the bridge. Y'all remember that? Your owner general manager played politics with your head coach. And on roster cut day, he played a draw 4 from his jacket pocket to keep Mozzie on this team. He did that. He pulled a draw 4 out of his jacket pocket on cut down day to keep Mozzie Smith on this team. Because Mozzie Smith needed development and Mozzie Smith needed reps. They love Perion Winfrey so much and they politic for Mozzie so hard because he need reps and he still has potential that they kept 5 D tackles on the roster to try to keep them all. Because there was so much respect for Perion and it was so much respect for Mozzie. Kenny Clark so good, he bumped both of their ass. That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, chat. Water in the chat. Do y'all hear me? Did you hear what I said?
Did you hear what I said?
You know what I'm talking about? The year before, Tolbert, Brooks, Flournoy all made the team. Pickens gets here. All their ass could have not made the team, but Mingo got hurt. Kenny Clark walked his ass in here in a room full of 5, making it a room full of 6, and he's so good. They said, you know what? I think 4 defensive tackles is just fine. Are you shitting me? Kenny Clark was so good. The politics didn't matter. And that shit was 3 days apart. Chat, how many days apart was the final cut down roster to Micah getting traded and Kenny Clark getting here? How many days apart was that? 2? 3? 5? Let's just say 3. It took 3 days for you to change your mind about Mozzie? Coach, I'm pulling a draw 4 out of my jacket pocket. Mozzie's a first round pick. We will not stand by. He need reps. He need to play. And Mozzie going to be a Kenny Clark playing. And he's as advertised, ladies and gentlemen. The linebackers did nothing with it, by the way. Like, they got better towards the end. But Kenny Clark, your front 4 should be Marshawn Nealon, Kenny Clark, Oso Digizua, Sam Williams. Then you rotate your pass rushers in there. When Clark was on the field, the Eagles averaged like what, 2.5 yards a carry or something, whatever the number was. Chat, not only is that the best 1 tech you've had since David Irvin, that might be the best 3 tech you've had. Kenny Clark played better than Mozzie last night too. Osa. Of course he played better than Mozzie. Kenny Clark played better than Osa last night too. Let's keep it a buck. Played better than Osa last night too, man. Dog, I'm just, man, I was so excited for Kenny Clark because I'm not used to good 1 tech play. I'm just not used to good 1 tech play. Now, if the linebackers get their business together, and look, Jalen Hurts make it weird. At the end of the day, you did hold Saquon to 18 carries, and we do exact numbers on the day after. You did hold Saquon Barkley to, damn, dog, Saquon wasn't the lead rusher. Hurts had him like that. You held Saquon to 18 carries for 60 yards. That's fantastic. A lot of that happened in the second half. As long as it happened, who cares? A lot of that was Kenny Clark. I think at the end of the day, the job will get easier for your edge guys to play run defense. That's a tough couple of dudes to go up against, Mailata and Lane Johnson or whatever. But chat, I feel real good about Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark whoops feet, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Clark whoops feet, and he make everybody else around. Solomon Thomas was an A-gap guy. Thank you, Will Prosper. Solomon Thomas was an A-gap guy. He was going to be a starting A-gap guy, and Solomon Thomas wasn't even that good. We were just He was just better than what you had. Solomon was just better than Mozzie. And he's 305. Kenny Clark put Solomon Thomas' ass back in B gap. And Solomon was great there, where he belongs. I can't wait till next week. And Kenny Clark put some more people in car crashes. Speaking of which,
there are times in life you wish you had a do-over. A chance to warp back in time to change your fate. Back to before you made the wrong choice. If you're in a wreck, make the smart choice right away. Frankel & Frankel. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frankel first.
If you are hit by a negligent driver, truck, whoever, and it's not your fault, be sure you call the Frankels. 214-333-3333, the best personal injury lawyers in the DFW. They've been serving the DFW for years. They're honest people. They hold you down. They won't get no money until you get paid. And if you want to go on their website, frankelfirm.com, scroll down, look at the testimonials. Look at all that money that they've won for all them people, man. But they won't take none of your money until you win. It is not about your money. It's about you and your case. And they get paid later on. Shouts out to the Frankels, man. 214-333-3333 or 817-333-3333. Go to frankelfirm.com or something like that. Let me go ahead and finish sipping on my Celsius. I needed this because I was going to fall asleep in the chair, you heard? I was going to fall asleep in the chair.
The conference has been locked.
It's been one of them days, I ain't going to lie, but it's all good. Transition was smooth. I appreciate it. Segway Jones is what they call me. Why do these lawyers sponsor sports shows? Because we in DFW. You know how I go. Let's see. The signature whiskey glasses are sold out for sure. Unlock it for 2 seconds. Hey man, y'all don't be sitting around them phones, man. I be looking.
The conference has been unlocked.
I be looking to lock the phones, man. Y'all be hanging around chilling, man. Come on now. Let's get MJ on the phone. What up, MJ?
What's up, boss man?
Man, what's good with you, player? You all right?
Man, you've been killing it. You've been breaking it down. Love you, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate you.
Get your money, brother.
For sure. I'm trying.
Appreciate you.
I'm trying, MJ. What you think about 94 last night, MJ? You tried to tell him, man, 94 was stepping up, man.
Hey, Neely.
Yeah.
Woo! You got a beast, Neely. Your boy Clark. Even taught, man, 93 was balling. 90 was balling. 54 started bringing it up. 13 got to get better. Stop being, he was doing like Parson.
The conference has been locked.
13 was playing hero ball. I don't need no hero ball. That's why we be losing.
Right.
When you play hero ball, that's why the Cowboys always lose games, man.
For sure.
That's what's been killing.
You know what?
Hey,
you know what, MJ? You know what, MJ? It seems like in the first half, it was a bunch of cats trying to make plays, but they really locked it in that second half, though, huh, MJ?
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to play.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're right. Now they know how to play them.
Yeah.
Man, you can say a bitch, don't be scared. And the corners, man, them corners gonna make them go. Let me tell you something. If you got a good D, how you win championship?
Yeah.
Some corners and them D tackles. You stop that run.
D what?
And you got a good corner.
Yeah.
That's gonna give you a chance for your D ends to get sacks.
Yeah.
They just gotta be patient. And the X factor, like they didn't have their X factor. 98. By then, our line would be even better. And then number 00 will be back. That's is good.
Overshown.
0-0 come back.
Overshown. Yeah.
Overshown gonna be a beast.
Yeah, for sure.
And 18 pissed me off sometimes. The linebackers wasn't playing. If the linebackers would have played like they supposed to, your boy 26 would have ran for probably 40 yards.
Barkley, right.
Because they was missing.
Yeah.
Barkley.
Yeah.
And they was missing tackles.
Yeah.
And he was frustrated. Barkley was like, damn, these guys are still. Yeah, you done met your man. And we said it. You got your nose. That nose tackle can make the Cowboys good.
Oh, yeah. Kenny
And
Clark,
it's not about Parson. Yeah, everybody was trying to say Parson. We miss Parson. All the networks. Nah, man. if you go back and watch the game last year, the guy ran for a lot of yards on the last year, and they ran the ball for 200 yards on him. So what are they talking about, Fox?
What they talking about?
We got ran for 200 yards with Parson.
Yeah.
And Parson, he was frustrated when he come upfield. They let him run upfield and run right by him. What? So do they know football? I thought these people on the NFL net. I'm gonna tell you something. Even some of the players that used to play football, they haters. They don't know football, man. They played the game just because you play football. That's why they not coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what's wrong with the Cowboys fan base. They like to listen to them stupid networks. And I know they was gonna make an excuse because they was nervous. Look, they wasn't talking. They wasn't talking no shit. They still support the Cowboys, the defense. You know, Canty still got arrogance about him, and he still be hating on the Cowboys. Canty.
Yeah, Chris Canty. Yeah, Chris Canty. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Canty be hating, but you got to get the two changes you need to make. 19 need to be started out of 1 because he's faster, more stronger, and he can block.
19
be on the bench.
19. Flournoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put Flournoy in there with if you put Flournoy in there with CD and number 3. You know I always got to say the number.
Yeah, 3.
It's gonna open their game up. Because now that speed, because they don't know that speed going to jump on the other corner so fast.
You know what it is, though, Marv? You know what it is, though? 19 was around, but he was on teams. 1 was playing, but 1 was kind of bothering me a little bit because he was missing blocks. 9 was blocking better than 1. And I was like, damn, they need to get the 1. They need to get 1 the hell up out of here if 9 going to be blocking better than 1. And if 88 having a hard time, you need somebody else to make the plays. And 1 wasn't even good enough to break free because they was bracketing 3, and you know 88 was doing this thing. He was having a hard time after that. Number 1 supposed to be wide open. He ain't do nothing with it. I'd rather let 19 run wide open.
That's right. That's what 19 would have got in the game, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta stop favoritism. 19 in the camp. I would love to ask Shotty. No disrespect to you. I love you, bro.
Yeah.
Me and you know, tape don't lie. Just like you told me, Coach. 19 outplayed number 1.
Yeah.
Why you keep playing number 1, man?
Yeah.
Did that tell you to play number 1? Come on, bro. We trying to win a chip. Man, 19 is better. It's your third best receiver, bro. Stop playing around, man. You guys got to stop doing this, man. I'm sick of this. I'm telling you. 19 outplayed number 1, Tober. You can tell how he playing. He got a stupid look on his face, like he's frustrated. Yeah, he's frustrated, running the wrong routes. Man, this can't block. And change the linebacker too.
Crazy.
Change 18 out of there.
Crazy.
put your boy in there. Notre Dame linebacker.
Yeah. Leah foul. 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, play Leah, man.
Yeah.
But the play calling was beautiful.
Yeah.
And while we lost, that dumb halfback fumble, the tight end, we paid you all this money.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Voch.
Oh, right. Wrong.
I don't see what y'all be bragging. Ferguson ain't that good to me, man. I hate to tell y'all that. Cause he got a bad habit. He drops a lot of passes, y'all. He fight catching the ball too, and y'all trying to make him like Kelsey now. No, he's not Kelsey. Them other boys that sitting on the bench is better than him.
Sit on the
they
what?
Could be better. I guarantee you.
Sitting where?
Them two young boys that played in preseason.
Oh, bench on the
them
bench.
2 young boys that
on the bench. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, Fairweather. What's his name?
Yeah. Fairweather, Valdo Fairweather. Yeah.
And the other tight end. What's the other tight end?
Brevin Spanford?
No.
Lipke?
Other tight end.
Lipke?
No, he's on the bench. No, that's tight end they put on.
Schoonmaker?
He's on the practice squad. It's Fairweather and other tight ends on the practice squad that could block.
John Stevens?
No, not Stevens. It's the other one.
Tyler Neville?
You was talking about him. What's that?
Tyler Neville?
No, hell no. Not Neville. The other brother, man, that played that made the team last year.
Hendershot?
Well, anyway. Nah. I can't think of that brother name.
Princeton
Fent? Anyway,
Princeton Fent?
Yeah.
Princeton Fent. 85. Okay. Oh, 85.
Yeah, 85. And Fairweather is better than 89 and 87. And them tight ends supposed to be pissing me off because they're always dropping passes, bro.
That's crazy.
And they be missing blocks.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. We overhyping them tight ends. Them tight ends, you play football, watch. I play football. You watch the film. Film don't lie. 87 be fighting about passes. He'll make some plays, and y'all be rah. He may have, I said, this bum, he going to drop a touchdown, which he did. I knew he was going to drop it. And we got to system tight ends up.
Yes, Mark. I tell you what, man,
I hate to say it.
Yeah, we go.
You put them brothers in there.
Yeah,
They'll be balling. They will be balling.
Because they black?
Fairweather and them young boys. No, not because they black. Them brothers can play though.
Oh yeah, Fairweather and Fent. Yeah, they can play. Yeah.
Them brothers can play and they block.
And they black. That's what I'm saying. They black. You just that's what I'm saying. Cause they black.
No, I ain't gonna say because they black.
You just said because they black.
I'm just saying the brother.
No,
I know I said that, but let me say it again. Let me just say the young men, the other tight ends. Don't put no color in it. Them other young men is better than the tight ends we got out there. Cause them guys, they sometime, man. I hate sometime.
Marv, you just said they can run, they can catch, and they can something else you said. What'd you say?
I said they can run, they can catch, and they can block.
They black. That's what I'm saying. You just said it because they black.
I said they block. I said they can block. Forget the blackness. We ain't gonna put no color in it.
What you talking?
I'm just saying our tight ends be losing games for us. That was a touchdown. We wouldn't have to worry about that fumble if Bonehead would have caught the touchdown.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's get to the main character.
You ain't finna just keep talking now, Mar. Now look, your music been playing for 15 minutes. Now come on now, Mar. Call back tomorrow, Mar.
I'm just sorry, but I'm just saying. CD Lamb, he got to do better, brother.
Yeah,
he got to do better.
Yeah, he do.
But wait, before I leave, now the Giants' offensive line ain't that good. Is it good or what?
Jaguars.
The Giants.
Oh, the Giants.
The Giants' offensive line good.
Oh, he said the Giants. Oh, I thought he said the Jags. The Giants. No, they got Andrew Thomas and no, they don't have a great offensive line. No, I think the Cowboys will have a pretty good day against them.
That center ain't gonna be your boy. You like that center? Remember the center? You like that center for the Giants?
Yeah, man. But John Michael been letting Mozzie beat him, so I can't claim him no more if he letting Mozzie beat him. All right, Marv. I appreciate Nah, man. Mozzie's done. Mozzie's done. Hey, Marv.
Is he gonna get cut or traded?
They gonna hold on to him because don't nobody want him. They just gonna hold him till next year. Then they gonna cut him next year. Appreciate you, Marv. I love you, man. Appreciate you. Good call.
Love your show, brother. Salute.
Yes, sir.
The Voch Show.
The Voch Show. I was like, man, Marv, what do them being black got to do with it, Marv? Like, Marv. He said they can run, they can jump, they can catch, and they black. I say, damn, Marv, that's. Princeton Fan is black to the mud, though. I ain't gonna lie. Princeton Fan black to the mud. But I ain't know Marv was gonna say that. I ain't know he was gonna say that. We got Brandon from Frankly Football on the phone. What's up, Brandon?
But you doing all right?
I'm doing all right, man. I can't complain about nothing. You know me, man.
Life be life, man. I feel you. So Voch, I was watching the game the other day, surrounded by Eagles fans. I hated every minute of it, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of the problems that we had in the game could be chalked up to either coaching inexperience or can be fixed by the coaches making the right personnel moves. Most of the issues, you know what I'm saying? But for one thing, CeeDee Lamb got to catch the ball in the pivotal moments, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, for example, I feel like with the running back room, Vontae Williams is doing better than expected, but they just got to make the decision to put Jaden Blue in instead of Miles Sanders.
For sure.
You know, when it comes to the edge, you know, they kind of got to figure out the rotation there. Of course, Fowler has the contract, and Ezra Rock was a recent draft pick, but then you have James Houston and Marshawn Nealon, who could be the separators out of the bunch, right?
Sure, 100%.
Same thing with the linebacker room. Kenneth Murray might look lost. We might need to see more Maris Leopold. A lot of the issues could just be personnel decisions because we didn't see a lot of the early start issues that plagued the McCarthy regime or the physicality issues that plagued them and things of that nature. Brian Schottenheimer gave us a lot to be optimistic about in his first outing. What were your thoughts?
First and foremost, I think Shotty did great. I think Shotty took my advice. He doesn't have to be like the greatest in the world. Shotty just kind of got to be better than what Mike McCarthy was. And you ain't got to be a better offensive mind than Mike McCarthy. Just do better than what he did play calling wise. I don't think the plays were terribly different than what they called back in the day. Just minor tweaks here and there in the run game, and I think they pretty much did the same thing, but it was like when they called plays, and it was how they earned plays. One example that I used yesterday, I was just being funny or whatever. Turpin ran upfield and turned around when Mike was calling the plays. Here, Turpin goes into motion, and then he runs upfield and turns around. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just small things that you could do to just buy yourself a couple more yards and a little more time. And Shotty is in tune with those things. And when you do those things, your passing game becomes easier. When your passing game is easier, your run game gets a little better. So I'm not surprised that you were able to run the ball. And you're still not a run heavy team. You just ran solid yesterday. You know what I mean? You ran good enough to pass the ball, you know? So I think Shotty did a fantastic job on his first day out.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I think that, you know, what's the best way to word it? His first outing was against a very good opponent. Mm-hmm. So it only gets, for the most part, until like halfway through the season, it gets easier from here.
Right.
And that gives us a lot to look forward to because, I mean, offensively, the Giants don't really have as much as Philly. Defensively, you know, that line will give you a lot. But I feel like if you give Shotty, you know, the hard part, pause first, then you can kind of prepare him for the easier part down the road.
Man.
What are your thoughts on the use of George Pickens and the other receivers not named CeeDee Lamb?
I think there has to be a reason why Pickens wasn't targeted as much and Lamb was targeted 13 times. I don't think they were doubling Pickens and not throwing and not throwing the ball and not doubling Lamb at all. I don't think that was the case. I don't think Lamb got the better matchup. I just think as of now, because, you know, when I watch the film, I have a bias to watch the O-line first. So I'm going to go back and watch, you know, wide receivers and stuff. If I had to guess, I think Dak is looking for wide open people that register with his mind of what wide open is. And I don't think Pickens is wide open in Dak's mind. Now, Pickens is open because even if somebody's on Pickens' hip, Pickens is there. But I think Dak just gotta trust that a little bit. Plus, also too, if it's Pickens being covered by Quinyon Mitchell and his CD being covered by Adoree Jackson, I'm throwing the CD being covered by Adoree Jackson every single time. As far as you said about all the other receivers that need to get involved, that list is limited to Jake Ferguson and Kevontae Turpin. Everybody else can kick rocks and block. Honestly.
Not mad at that at all. Until they prove otherwise. I mean, look at Tolbert. definitely left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's all I got. Just on a personal note, text you the other day, man. Channel's moving up in the world, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Got the first donation on the channel the other day. You mind if I plug the channel in the chat box? And to the people.
You can always plug your channel in the chat box and to the people, sir. Always.
Great. So I'm Brandon, one half of Frankly Football. If you like what me and Voch did here, definitely I'm gonna post a link into the chat box because I got the mod superpowers here. Click on the channel, give us a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, and you'll see more dope content like this.
Why don't you invite me over there one day if you ain't doing nothing else?
I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna text you. And I'm gonna text you when I tell you why about that.
Okay, sounds good. Appreciate you, Brandon. Good call.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good call from Brandon Football. I actually kind of know why he hasn't invited me over there, and I respect the hell out of it. Good for him. Good for him. That being said, I'll be there one day, but good for him. Let's see what's up here. Let's get Brian, Kansas City Brian, on the phone. What's up, KC Brian?
Hey, Voch, what's going on, brother?
We doing good there, partner. What you got for the show today?
Hey, I'm a Navy veteran. Is that a Navy jacket behind you?
No, sir. That is a Natchez High School Letterman jacket, sir.
Oh, man, I looked at the font and everything, and I'm like, that looks like a Naval Academy jacket. Why has he got that back there?
You know how high schools copy fonts and all this stuff from college teams and all that. So my team kind of just took the situation. But thank you very much for keeping our waters safe, sir. Thank you so much.
I appreciate the support.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got one personnel question and then one concept question, then I'll listen off the air.
Yes, sir.
So for personnel, on you guys kind of, your last caller, you said it, and if you could get the money and the politics out of it, would your starting three defensive ends, would that be Nealon and Sam Williams and Houston? I know the other guys got money and draft pick status, but based on what I saw last night, that seems like that would be my guys. And then the other guys get in when they get in until they prove they're better.
I don't hate what you're saying at all, Brian, but this is how I would look at it. I think Marshawn Nealon should be the first guy out there regardless, okay? That's one thing. I think the rest of the guys will vary depending on what team you're against. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles got great tackles. Their running back is fantastic, and their quarterback likes to run. So I would have loved to have seen Marshawn Nealon and Sam out there first. I believe Sam and Dante were out there first, and they ran Dante's side a couple of times. I love what you're saying. Just because Dante's double-digit sack guy at Washington and he's making the most money in the room, I don't think he should be the first one off the bench. I think Marshawn should be around because Marshawn can pass rush a little bit better than what we thought, and he's a better run guy. So to your point, Marshawn should be the one regardless because he's different than everybody else. Then it should be early down rotation of Sam. Then in passing downs, you could throw out Donovan Ezeraku, Dante Fowler, mix in James Houston and all that. But the meat of your point though is Marshawn Nealon played well enough that he deserves a lot more respect from us. You are right.
Yeah, that's just what it's only one game. I have not watched the all 22. I'm going to watch that tonight. But that's just what I saw on live TV coverage is what it just looked like 13 was not the right answer in that game. He didn't have it. And I know he's got a bunch of money coming to him, but so, hey, I got a concept question for you. It's an offensive concept question for you, and then I'll hang up and listen off the air. So, when I was watching last night, the thing I really wanted to see, based on the skill set of these three guys, I wanted to see a flood concept I would run it to the right because the statistics show that Dak likes to throw to the right. But a flood concept with pick running the go, CD running the out, and Turpin underneath. And I'll hang up and listen to your answer if you want to talk about that. That's just what I thought would be if I was going to run a flood with those three guys. That's how I would run it. All right, good to talk to you, Voch.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Flood is appreciate you. Flood is a cover 2 beater by nature. So what you want is for if they're in like a cover 2 zone or something. What you want is for their corner playing the flats to eat the cheese on the flats guy, so that you could throw the CD behind him. And if Pickens is your 9-ball guy, then he's really just like clearing out space. If anything, if he could take that safety and give you a little more room, then cool. You know what I'm saying? But if everybody don't take the cheese, if your corner plays CD and the safety plays down, then you throw the deep over there to Pickens. If that's how you want to run flood as a concept, then everybody's skill set kind of fits the flood, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So sure, I don't hate that at all. Good call. Let's get Big A on the phone. Big A up next. Herman on deck. Neil in the hole. What up, Big A?
Hey, Voch, how you been?
What's good with you, my guy? What you got for the show?
Oh, I'm good. I'm going to start by saying, because I didn't get a chance to talk last week, because I had to go to work real quick, so I wasn't even talk about the Parsons thing. So I'm going to just to set my mindset. After that event that happened, and I know we're over it now, but after that event that happened, I ain't going to lie. My enthusiasm with this team went to the dumps. I ain't going to front. It did. I felt, so going into this week, I didn't have a whole, even though I let my emotions get the better of me, and I didn't feel all that up to want to see this game, because I'm like, bruh, I don't feel like we're going to hold up whatsoever. So to me, to see them go out there and play like they did, it raised my spirits a little bit, and I'm actually a little bit hopeful for the rest of this season because just in general, I just like it's just a couple tweaks. Now we'll see how the season goes. But to me, it just felt like, okay, you just do a couple. You tell me the only reason you lose the game is because of, 4 or 5 drop balls and a fumble, and call me crazy. I actually take that. I'll take that over, you lost the game because you just weren't able to match up with them whatsoever. Or you lost the game because a guy that you really, really are counting on this year underperformed, and he's never met those expectations. So,
I don't know when you got here, but I think one of the first things I said when I first opened the stream is that I think some people were pessimistic about the game because they thought that the Eagles were just so good that the Cowboys couldn't compete with them. But even in loss, people feel good about it because not only were the Cowboys good enough to compete, but they was good enough to beat the hell out the Eagles. They just didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I think most of your good vibes came from some of the pieces of the team that maybe you didn't think were all that good were better than what you thought they were.
Yep, I agree exactly that. And I think personally, because the other part, because I know one takeaway that everybody had was like, oh, well, the pass rush wasn't the pressure wasn't all that much against Hurts, and I'm like, in the first half at least, and I'm like, okay, well, Eagles are one of the rare teams that has a Pro Bowler and an All-Pro tackle. Most teams ain't got 2 good tackles. Sure. Most teams only have 1 good tackle.
Sure.
So I feel like, so it's like, okay, I take that concept, and I'm like, okay, some of the things that they maybe didn't get clean, they can clean up on, and they're correctable. And I'm like, I look at the rest of your schedule, and it's like, yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. I'm not going to get over my skis and be like, oh, they're going to dominate everything. They're not. It's going to be a learning curve after learning curve each week. Sure. But I just look at each matchup, and I'm like, okay, I think you have a lot more favorable matchups than I initially anticipated, and I feel like this team can definitely get to 9-10 wins if as long as they don't lose anybody massive.
Yeah,
they could potentially churn out a 9-10 win season. And I'll be good with that.
I think the Cowboys will continue to beat the hell out of people. I think it'll be I think they have a new energy, a brand new swag, and I think that they're going to take what they did poorly yesterday, and I think they're going to build on it. Appreciate you, Big A. Good call, man. Man, Chad, I did the film session, the O-line film session for the Mall of America. You can go ahead and tap in with that if y'all want to. Well, don't leave the show now to watch it, but like after the show, y'all go over there and watch the Mall of America film session. Go over there, tap in. I feel good about what it feels like this team is heading towards, and it feels like this team is heading towards being physical enough to beat the hell out of anybody. You know, I understand that Jalen Carter didn't play, but historically, Tyler Smith kind of cleans him up anyway. Tyler Smith cleans up Jalen Carter regardless. You know what I mean? So now, like, take Jalen Carter plus a double team or something like that. And it was some people scared of Jordan Davis too. Jordan Davis got moved around because that's what the hell happens. That's what the hell happens, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, long story short, I feel really good about the interior, the interior O-line and D-line for that matter. You just gotta fix your deficiencies and you'll be good to go. I forgot who I said was up next. We'll just go Brandon from Houston. What's up, Brandon from Houston?
Hey, what's going on? First of all, Voch, got my Salt and Pepper Lounge glassware, man. I got the note in it, and man, just appreciate it, man. It's high quality stuff. So if y'all listening, y'all ain't got y'all's, order y'all shit now, man. It's dope.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. That mean the world to me, brother. Appreciate you for sure.
And so, man, first thing, man, hey, listen. I got all kinds of Eagle fans talking mess to me this morning, talking about, oh, well, the Jalen Carter this, Jalen Carter that, if he was there, blah, 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 blah. I said, man, you got messed up. You going to give Tyler Booker's going to have 10 games under his belt before he sees him again. He might whoop Jalen Carter's ass in 10 games. I ain't worried about him.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, listen, I could not be, of course I want to win the game. I'm always mad when we don't win the game. And I don't like moral victories, but man, that old line has me excited.
Yeah, for sure.
All three Tylers, they out there blocking, and they black. So there's that.
They black.
But yeah, yeah. I said they're blocking and they black.
Damn.
But, they're blocking and they black.
Damn. All right.
But man, one thing I like is just like that motion CD over to the right, and then pull two people back over to the left and run that way.
Yeah.
It was clever schemes. I think Shadi delivered on all everything that he's talking about and everything that we've been complaining as a community, as a Cowboys nation, of what the offense needs to be. And the only thing that I could say is that I wish we would have went for like not a go route on a 4th and 3. You know what I mean? We've been running all over them. I would like to just line up and go get 3 yards in the cloud of dust, get the first down and keep moving.
Yeah.
But man, I'm really excited about the team. Man, keep doing all the hard work and stuff that y'all doing. I think that I think we're gonna whoop the Giants, and I think everybody who picked us last in the division is sorely mistaken, man. Our team still got juice, and I was really impressed with all the noise, no Micah and all this stuff, how them boys came out and were physical. Watch, like, what was your favorite thing about the game, or like how the Cowboys like performed, or at least one position group that you would say you were most excited about?
Shadi saw a deficiency. And he said, oh, Jalen Carter gone? I'm about to run right at B-gap. Watch this. Oh, Adoree Jackson out there? I'm about to throw the CeeDee Lamb 13 times every time he on him. Look, watch this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had issues with Mike McCarthy finding the scrub sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shadi brought the motion, great opening drive, great opening script. And then as soon as we got out there, he found the scrub. Man, great start from Shadi. Fantastic start from Shadi. Let's get Jamal on the phone, see what he's talking about. What up, Jamal?
What's up, brother? Long time, no talk.
What's happening with you, player? What you got for me?
So 3 things that I took away from the game last night. One, Tober will not and does not have the ability to stay locked in to where he's willing to go downfield and block. I feel like we're still playing a game of politics when it comes to the running game, kind of like we did with Zeke at times last year. I know Jaden Blue has had the ankle injury that he's been dealing with, but part of me feels like he was a healthy scratch. Yeah. And lastly, what do you think about Sanborn and Damone Clark specifically. I know Kenneth Murray had his moments of looking lost out there, but Damone Clark really stood out to me out there last night as far as not breaking down to make the tackle. He just lunged a lot. I just feel like our linebacking room looked worse than what it did. It made their preseason work look like it didn't matter at all, because they looked good in the preseason and they made sound tackles. And I just feel like yesterday was a huge step back for the linebacking core. How would you, if you were Eberflus, how would you address that? Would you play Shamar James a few snaps, or would you? I know you want Maris Leofow out there. I would love to see Maris out there, honestly. But how would you address that linebacking room, bro?
I think the linebackers, appreciate Jamal. I think the linebackers just got to keep getting reps and keep playing, because they the only hope you got. I don't think there's any signing Eric Kendricks to come back and play linebacker for you. And you really just crossing your fingers until Overshawn gets back. The linebackers you got is the linebackers you got. Now, I do think that Leofow should be playing a little more. I think that'll require them to take Sanborn off the field. I don't think your defensive coordinator wants to take Sanborn off the field. So them dudes just got to be better. But the linebacker play was actually really good. The D tackle play was actually really good. I wanted the linebackers to step in and take advantage of all the damage Kenny Clark was doing. Your D tackles, your DBs did well. I was really hoping that, the Cowboys find a way to get their linebackers going, but it's not about now. If we can get it fixed by like week 9 or 10, you're going to party then. Let's get Herman on the phone. What up, Herman?
What up, Bosh? How you doing, man?
What's going on with your player? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. What you got for me today?
Nothing, man. Great job on the break. Great job on we doing all right. Appreciate you. And Ford did a wonderful job last night. I mean, it's the first game.
Yeah.
And but you said we don't believe in more victories. I understand that, but guess what? I'll just kind of remind you of 2023, the first game against Philadelphia, when Dak didn't get into the end zone, and Schoonmaker still at the goal line. Don't this game remind you of that? Yeah. Where we were in the game and we had a chance to win it, but we went on to do real good the rest of the season.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of how these games go sometimes. And when you don't play preseason, you don't know what the hell you're gonna get, because everybody rusty. But mid season form is a real thing for a reason,
Yeah, but I'm saying, does this game remind you of that 2003? Can you remember back 2023?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's first Philadelphia game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
100%. So this was my. But I just want the Cowboy fans to be like, guys, first game. I mean, saw some great things. Shotty like he's gonna be solid. Ford is like he's gonna be all right, and the running back looks pretty good. I mean, I hate the other one fumbled, but if this was Jimmy Johnson, he would be cut today.
Yeah.
He would be cut. But anyway, boss, keep doing what you're doing, man. What you see for us against New York, what you see for us the offense probably gonna rock and roll. Defense, you think it's gonna pick up the pace and have some changes there, or what you think?
I think first of all, I just think the Eagles are a better team. I don't think the Giants are as good. I think some of those matchups are going to be even better matchups for us. Like if we thought that we could throw around on the Eagles DBs, in which we can, it's going to be a field day with the Giants DBs. Or you think that we'll go crazy versus the Eagles offensive line? Boy, imagine what we're going to do to the Giants offensive line. You know what I'm saying? So I anticipate us beating the hell out of them too. But we'll have to show up and play. But we'll see. Appreciate you, Herman.
Hey,
damn, my bad. Damn.
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
Boy, I hate I did that. Boy. I'm not gonna open the phones back up, but damn. What up, Jeff?
Hey, what's going on, boss? It's Jeff from Philly. Second time calling in, man. Appreciate you taking my call. If you hear some clanging and banging in the background, man, it's because I'm in the gym. But
get it in, brother. Get it
hey,
in.
man, tell your boy Marv. I think the tight end he was looking for was Rico Gathers, man.
Marvin better not be talking about no damn Rico Gathers on my show. I be damn.
Like, hi, damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got two things, man. One, I'm feeling the same way you feeling about damn Miles Sanders, man. Excuse me, Irvin Richards, damn Sanders, because his ass would be cut. You can't get chased down by former defensive end edge rusher, converted linebacker guy, and then fumble in the damn red zone. Come on, man. Yeah. You supposed to be change of pace. You supposed to be change of pace, shifty, fast, old character. Now you fumble the old character. But one thing I wanted to ask you and see what your thoughts were. I thought the Eagles was gonna I thought the Cowboys was gonna get smacked over the head, man. I love my team, but I kind of thought they was gonna get smacked over the head early on. But they hung in there offensively in the first half, and then they kind of fell off. They gave up a ton of points defensively in the first half, and then they shut them down, man. So I kind of don't know where to go with this thing. You know what I mean? I'm kind of back to square one, where I'm like, what kind of team do I have? But I will say this: after last year, I was kind of out. But damn it, I'm back in, Voch.
Yeah, as you
God
should.
damn it, go Cowboys.
As you should, man.
God damn it, go Cowboys.
Hey, man, Dak is in the prime of his life, man. Appreciate you. I know it's gonna be a lot of people that's like hating on Dak or whatever, dog, but Dak is in the prime of his life right now, bro. Like, man, like, come on, son. Come on, son. Like, man, like, dog, four through for 180 yards with 150 yards worth of drops.
Damn, the Monko.
Damn, dog. You know what? Whenever CD goes into these mental lapses like this, he always come back and tear it up. So I don't have a worry about CD at all, man. I don't even worry about it. I'm gonna have to let two people go. Pardon me. Yeah, my bad. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to let two of y'all go. But I'm gonna get these last three callers in and see what they talking about. Let's get Bubba in here. What's up, Bubba?
Hey, Voch, how you doing, man?
What's going on there, player? What you got for the show?
Yeah, man. So I'm just, first of all, a couple things I took away. I was very, very impressed with the O-line. I thought they held up pretty well. I can't lie, I'm a little nervous about next week just because I feel like the Giants' defensive line has a more complete D-line with Dexter Lawrence on top of Abdul Carter on one side and Brian Burns on the other. How do you feel about that matchup so far based on what you saw with the Eagles game?
I think the Cowboys' strength is their interior, and I think Dexter Lawrence is a really good player. But you would beat the hell out the Giants when Dexter Lawrence was going up against Connor McGovern and Connor Williams and Brock Hoffman and them. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I think Abdul Carter, he's gonna make it weird, and Thibodeau and all those guys, man. I mean, it's gonna be an interesting pass rush lot, but they're gonna be dangerous on the edges, but I still think the total is more important, and I just think the Eagles are a much more difficult challenge, a much more talented team than the Giants are. So yeah, the Giants may have a couple players better there, here and there, but it's not enough.
I agree. I was mostly just concerned about the edges, considering the edges on the Eagles aren't, as noteworthy. Or as, you're going to star your name next to the roster as somebody you need to cover. But, yeah, I agree. And the last thing I have for you, Voch, is, it was mentioned earlier about the linebackers. I was hoping that, with this new linebacking core, I'd get excited, I'd see some flashes, and I was pretty disappointed. I can't lie. I thought, Murray looked lost. Sanborn looked like he knew what he was doing, but he just didn't have the athleticism as Murray and Clark does. And then Murray and Clark don't look like they process him well. I wish I saw more Luafau. I wish Luafau was used more as a spy over more of the other guys, just because I feel like Luafau has the speed, and I feel like he processes pretty well. But he only had like 6 snaps, and that was kind of weird to me. Do you feel like we're going to see him more in the in the next couple of games. Obviously, we don't have to worry about a scrambling quarterback next week, thank goodness, with Russell Wilson. But in the future, with scrambling quarterbacks, you think we're going to see more Leufau doing spy things until Overshown comes back?
I think we're all like just crossing our fingers, waiting on Overshown to come back. Kenneth Murray was not inspiring. Sanborn was not inspiring. Damone Clark is never inspiring, but he was a little better than the other two were. I think it would behoove Eberflus to give Leufau his fair share. I don't think it'll get so bad that we're depending on Shamar James because he'll get lost as well. But at the end of the day, though, Bubba, we just gotta hold on for dear life. We gotta hold on for dear life. And when Overshown get back, then they can play rock paper scissors on whoever the hell get to play with Overshown. But you really just waiting on him. And if it get too bad, Eric Kendricks worked for the damn. He worked for the damn. He does a TV now, NFL Network. So he could use the money. He on the NFL Network. So yeah, he could use the money.
Oh snap!
For sure. Call Eric Kendricks. Bring his ass up here. Appreciate it though, Bubba. Good call, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you.
I think that's a common sentiment that a lot of y'all are like kind of echoing a little bit. Who is it dropping stuff off in my door? I think that's a common sentiment that people are kind of echoing a little bit. Like, bro, like linebackers just weren't good at all. Now, I do think part of the linebacker issue. I think part of the linebacker issue is definitely Jalen Hurts running around and your linebackers didn't have a great idea for what to do about Jalen Hurts running around. So I at least want to see what they do with Russell Wilson and Tyrone Tracy running around. Now, having a hard time with Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley is one thing. I'll leave you alone. But if you're having a hard time with Russell Wilson at this point and Tyrone Tracy, you need to pull your ass out of there. That's just what it is. But anyway, Antoine, what up?
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Damn, boy, people just getting shot today, boy. I don't know what the hell going on. All right, cool. Let's get into it. Neil, what up?
Not much, fam. How you been, fam?
We about to shoot you, Neil. Hey, man, we just working, man. We just getting through this loss to the Eagles, this optimistic loss versus the Eagles. You know how it go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on my way back to my base, and like when I stop to get gas because I always got my Cowboys stuff on. I actually had a lot more optimism from people, even those who don't like the Cowboys. They're like, yo, I don't like the Cowboys, but y'all played well yesterday. Yeah. I'm like, that's different.
Yeah.
I've never really heard that sort of optimism or that sort of respect for people to have for a Cowboys fan. That being said, I really wonder, like, in the second meeting when we play Philly, like how much Overshown, like once, you know, if he's back into the game and like everything is actually good, how much that running around is actually going to be cut in half. Because I feel like as long as you have somebody to truly match him, because he can't run around and whatnot, I feel like that will really force him to, you know, do quarterback things. I feel like he's probably like the best athlete within the quarterbacks of our division. But I don't think he's by any means the best quarterback. How do you feel about just having Maris like split his share with Sanborn, as opposed to them like giving like 75-25 shares
between the two. You think that's like a possibility?
See, I think that's the big issue. Is like Sanborn is like Fluce's baby. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like this. The Cowboys love Zion Childress. Zion Childress was clearly one of the best Cowboy corners in training camp. Eberflus loved Red and Weezy so much. Red and Weezy made the team. You feel what I'm saying? Like last minute made the team. You know what I'm talking about? So I think a coach's vouching or advocacy overweighs, talent for real. So Leofold ain't really got a sponsor. Leofold's sponsor is over there at the Washington Football Wizards. You know what I'm talking about? So Leofold got to be 2 times better than the benefactor's advocate, which is Sanborn. Now, I think Sanborn only got so many games for him to go out there and look crazy as hell before they take Leofold and go ahead and move him in there. But I mean, I just think it's like a game flow thing. Like we can all agree that Hunter Lipke, right? We all can agree that Hunter Lipke has a role here, but Hunter Lipke didn't play a whole bunch of offense last night. I just think it comes down to workflow. It comes down to workflow and whatever the game is asking of us. I just think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Let me see here, chat, man. I'm gonna do 5 shout outs. I'm gonna do 5 shout outs per show. Boom, boom. Am I here? Can I be here? I'll be right there. All right, cool. Bet. Hey, man, shouts out to Mike Crum. You know what I mean? Holding us down with his Salt and Pepper Lounge glassware. Hold on, let me got a little big of that. Shouts out to Mike Crum. Holding it down with his Salt and Pepper Lounge glassware. You feel me? Boy, that whiskey glass and that pint glass look good. Why? Damn. Let me see. Demo Music. Got a little bit of apple juice with a round ice cube in there. Got the whiskey joint up to the TV there. Shouts out to Demo Music. That's a damn good looking glass there, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. Buddy said, look at what I did to my turkey leg with my pint in the background there, Voch. Who said this? Melting Pot 1771. Psh, that's a damn good looking glass back there. Look like something carbonated in there. I'm gonna say the best one for last. Hold on. Now look, this hard. Brother got the whole set. Nelson got the whole set. Got 2 wine glasses, okay? For him and whoever he's sipping with. Got a pint and a whiskey glass. Much respect. Thank you for your patronage. But let me tell you something right here. This one looked like it came from a damn magazine right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? This one right here like it came from a magazine. Who is it? The Tex Mayo. This hard right here. This hard. You know what I'm saying? Got the inside the house look. You know what I mean? Nice neighborhood. Cut grass. Birds chirping, dogs barking. You know what I'm talking about? If you want some salt and pepper lounge glassware, please go to the link in the description and help yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Here we go. Supers. Myron. I always make sure you get home. Yo, bro. I look, first of all, he said, damn, you got a nice place. Boy, you know that little airport. Boy, you know Diamond had no space in that damn apartment. You know Diamond was in the hood talking about some nice place you got here. Myron say, I always make sure you get home safe. Are you kidding me? And it's crazy because Diamond went in the house, didn't shoot Myron, but she gonna shoot her cousin. Or she shot at Ebony and Lance, but didn't shoot the damn stalker serial killer abuser. Shoot Myron. Boy. Shouts out to y'all if y'all seen Players Club, man. Anyway, let's get into the supers. Let's read some supers. Myron, don't you ever come by my house no more. I'm gonna call the police on you. But you shoot a 357 at Ebony, bro. That's crazy. I'm gonna read some supers from last night as well, if y'all don't mind. Cause they are people too, you feel me? They are people too. All right, here we go. Thomas Sullivan dropped a 5 in the super chat, says, no moral victories. $35 million receiver pisses down his leg in every big spot. Shouts out to Miles Sanders getting hawked down by a middle linebacker. He used to be a pass rusher. I think that's the worst part about it. He used to be a Wisconsin pass rusher. Appreciate you. Daniel, the $1 million man, DiBiase dropped a 5 and says, audio kind of jack, boys. That was yesterday on the DLLS podcast. But they fix it. No worries. Appreciate all y'all for tapping in, following Diamond the whole time, bro. Crazy. Reeves, what's up, brother Reeves? Hope you're doing all right, sir. Dropped a 5 in the super, says CD needs to wear just 8 since he only shows up half as good as no. He needs to just wear 1 8 since he shows up half as good as he could be. Oh no, bro. John Tingley dropped a 5. Tingley is crazy. Dropped a 5 and says, without Tank, Michael would not have been effective against Hurts. No one could contain Hurts on the opposite side. F the weak ass trash pigeons. That's the Philadelphia Eagles, I assume. Appreciate you. Coley Billick dropped a 5 and says, Sanborn not anticipating the last Hurts run. Better would not have happened with Overshown. It probably would not have happened if Overshown. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you. Anthony Chillis dropped a dime, man, for the love. He just wanted to say what's up. Appreciate you. Abram dropped the 5 and says, I'll tell you who would have caught those passes 88 miss. George Pickens. Indeed, we got to figure out why Pickens wasn't open though. We'll figure it out. Anton dropped the 5 and says, need to make sure 3 is the target on the deep balls. I think he had stronger hands. No shade to 88. Yeah, he was the target for the deep ball for the most part. There were 2 deep balls. 1 PI got called. The other one was clearly PI, but didn't get called. That's that. Terrell Perry dropped the deuce and says, when do Winfrey and Overshown get back? Overshown gets back around Thanksgiving. Allegedly, Winfrey probably won't because Clark is here. Unless somebody get hurt or politics are afoot. But I like Winfrey a lot, but we'll see what happens to him when he's healthy. But you know how that go. Anton dropped 5 and says 88 lost his powers when they outlawed the nose wipe. Oh no, man, come on, man, let him have his nose wipe back. Quentin Stanford dropped the 5. This is for today. Dropped the 5 and says writing is on the wall when Big T, the rookie D lineman, makes the game jersey and Mozzie stays at home. Okay, here we go. Hold on, boom. Writing on the wall when Big T, the rookie D lineman, Jay Toia, okay, makes the game day jersey and Mozzie stays at home. Right, Jay Toia was active and Mozzie Smith was not. That does say a lot for sure. But like I said, if the rookie is close, then just play the youngest guy. Mozzie is a year 3 first round pick. He shouldn't be close to Jay Toia at all, skill wise, but it is what it is. Solid Duck dropped the 5 and says, can Kenny Clark help this team finally know what to look for when drafting defensive tackles? Hey dog, I'm just trying to pay Kenny Clark till he can't play no more. Clark got 3-4 more years. I'm just trying to pay him 3-4 more years, and then we just and we'll move on from there. But I hope so. Adrian Enriquez dropped 5 and says, Voch, people suffer from DDS, Dak derangement syndrome. Oh no, don't bother. Sanders made me absolutely sick. I don't want to see Buddy on the field no more. Damn. Dak without the sleeves was looking like rookie year Mississippi State. Yeah, for sure. He visibly looked like Mississippi State Dak with no sleeves on. Maximilian dropped 5 and says 1, Deuce should be on the team. 2, Tober can go. 3, linebackers were terrible. We have DBs that cannot tackle. They covered really well. Yeah, they may have a problem tackling. And Dave O'Neal dropped a deuce in the super chat for the love. Appreciate you, sir. All right, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. Hey, look, how long this stream go? Hour 30 minutes. Hey, we wasn't supposed to go this long, but I'm glad we did because I enjoyed kicking it with y'all. I love y'all to pieces. You feel me? Let me see something real quick. Let me just do a little Googles. And see something real quick. Let's do a little Googles and see something real fast. right. Hey, man, I love y'all to pieces. Appreciate y'all. We'll get back on this thing at some point. I'm gonna drop some more film tomorrow, maybe, or Monday, and I'm gonna do a film over on Crown Global with all totally new content or whatever. So y'all be sure to be on the lookout for that. I love y'all to pieces. Go support all of our friends, Will Steele, Footsie King, all those guys. Y'all hold down for the Dope Squads and Peace Squeezy, man. Until next time, love y'all. Salute.